let's see. Oh, getting a little bit better, but that's not ideal. -3 degrees Celsius in my battery box. Penny, our lithium batteries are gonna die. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. No, they're not actually going to die, but that is very cold. It is still very, very cold in Calgary, Alberta. We are doing our best in our tiny home on wheels, otherwise known as the Good Ship Lucky here. But Penny, you're gonna have to move your butt. Sorry, sweetheart. I gotta get under the bed. I noticed it last night that it was quite cold. I thought I had fixed it, but let's see under here how we're actually doing. Because my concern is I'm not getting a really accurate reading. Oh, maybe. It's kind of, this battery is kind of cool. This one's warmer, but that's to be expected because my vent is right here. The vent was also basically closed all night. This is the temperature sensor down here. It's very cold. 25.4 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not really focusing up, but there you go. Let's put this, make it a little bit more accurate. This is where we want it to get nice and warm. Because if I put it here, we're going to get too warm of a reading. Since this battery is quite cold, let's put this guy here, or maybe kind of in between these two. Yikes! Zoink, Scoob! Pinch it on the wire so it doesn't fall. Sure, why not? There we go. And then we've got the vent open a little bit now. I've got a valve adjuster thing right underneath my fridge that I can reach when I lift the fridge up. So we'll give that a little bit and see if it gets any warmer. Because yeah, in case you didn't know, when it comes to lithium batteries, the cold is their worst enemy. And it's all sorts of cold out there right now. In fact, is it still snowing? I think it is. It's winter. It's winter out there. And this is the time of year where you don't really want to do too much. And I've done my fair share of stuff living in my van during the winter months for sure. But when it's this cold and miserable outside, it's preferable to just hunker down and stay warm and, you know, survive. But when it comes to doing that in a van, you got to keep your power resources up and whatnot. So I was going to run Lucky down to the provincial park today and, you know, do some charging and whatnot there until I saw just how much it had snowed. Don't particularly want to move Lucky if I don't have to. So my buddy just texted me. He's coming into the city, wants to go for a cup of coffee. Mike, for those that know. So I am going to do that. And while I do that, I'm going to throw both Rotopacks onto Grace, and we're just going to do a gasoline and a diesel run, like a fetch quest. And then when we come back to Lucky, we'll use Pac-Man to power up, you know, charge Lucky's house batteries and get all of my like power stations and stuff up to snuff. And we can top up the diesel heater as well. We're not in any immediate danger of running out of diesel, but it is a lot lower than it is fuller when you look at that bottle. Well, I guess actually technically I'm cheating if you move this cloth. It's about 50-50, right? So we will get this all topped up from the Rotopacks, and then we don't have to move the Good Ship Lucky. Which honestly was one of my big like bullet points of convincing myself to get the Jeep when I decided to do that so many years ago, that in situations where I didn't want to move the van, I could just use Grace to be the gopher, and we go get our supplies and our little home can just stay stationary. Of course, when I was having those thoughts, I was glamorizing it myself and imagining that we were off in the bush camping, but you know, parking lot of Walmart, that works too. Gloves, and you'd think that this would be a good day to wear a toque, and for the most part, you would be right, yes. However, with how cold it is and the way I like to layer up, I've actually found that my hoodie is the best because in the back of my neck isn't hot either, and then I can go into places like where I'm going to meet Mike for coffee, not have to worry about my toque, and just wear my ball cap. I don't overheat. This is a personal problem of mine with the overheating, but this is a very nice solution for moi. Now that I've been all dramatic and shown you guys the outside and how cold it is and the snow piling up and all of that, we're just gonna put the So Cozy cover back on because it'd be pretty stupid to be leaving it off on a day like today. Insulate my fat pussy. Thank you, you two. Yeah, those So Cozy covers are absolutely amazing. If you're looking to get yourself a pair, you can check them out online. I share their link in the description of my videos. I'm just coming back here to get the remote for my lights. And they can make custom window covers for basically anything, But right on demand on their website, they've got the the bullet points: the Chevy Express, the Ford Econolines, the Mercedes Sprinters, the Ram ProMasters, all that stuff. And if you need anything specific done, do not hesitate to send them an email. They're a local company out in Vancouver, which is a province over from me, so not super local, but local enough to the great country of Canada where we find ourselves. I highly recommend them. They're pricey and they work. All right, and the final little bit of layering here. Our Nomad puffer jacket. Can't believe it took me this long to find a jacket that can fold up into a tiny little pouch, basically a little pillow. It's perfect for van life, because when you don't need it, you can just put it away. Right now, I needs it, so it will be our outer layer for today. Hello? There. Some people's kids. All right, real quick check over here. Excellent, we have already solved that problem. I mean, to be fair, I was probably just getting an inaccurate reading, but boom. It's better to know exactly what the temperature is, where I need it to be, than guessing. Ooh. Morning, Grace. Whew. Squawk about my hood and then I have it off when I come outside. It's ill-advised. Ooh, yeah, she's real white out here now. Wow, okay. Well, let's get the Irish Pirate Queen fired up so she has some time to warm up. Ooh. And as usual, good morning, Grace. You take your time, you warm up, darling. Get the steering wheel hot and the seat. At least it's nice and light snow. Oy. Okay. Come to the back of Lucky. Come here, you. Whew. Put this on the opposite way of the diesel one. Make it a little bit easier to fill. Hello. Hello. That's done. I believe Grace is the one housing our snow brush. Yes. Whew. Oh, whoops. Hey, Lucky, I guess I'll just leave the snow on you for now. It can act as an additional insulator. Also make sure to get the snow off a big fella, so he doesn't just look like an abandoned vehicle. Also, I've got this situation happening here with my extension cord plugged into the pad on the oil pan, so we can heat the oil pan up when it's cold like this. And maybe before we take off, so I might do a little bit of a shuffle later today. What we'll do is we're gonna come in here, and where's the end of that cable? Cables and stuff everywhere. All right, so I got the end of this cable here. We're gonna plug it into the back of the EcoFlow. It's very difficult to do with one hand, especially when you can't see anything. There we go. Turn the EcoFlow on. Boom. Microwave came on as well. Now we pull in some watts and that little paddle. Heat up Lucky's oil so it's a little easier on her when we fire her up later, if I do decide to do that shuffle. Also, it's good, let's just thaw out the oil as much as we can. Okay, I'm gonna go do some running around. We'll catch up when I get back. This phone needs to charge, so you're staying here. Unplug this and plug you into this. That tickle. Or I can just use my phone and continue on. Just waiting for Mike now outside. Tim Hortons. Yep. It's so very Canadian of us. It's probably the first thing I'll say to him when I see him too. Freezing cold temperatures? Let's go to Timmy's! Okay, it's still cold and I had to turn the fan down to talk to the camera because I don't have my mic with me right now. Whoa, look at this weirdo. All right, once more, into the freezer. How Canadian of us. Oh, this uniform. He's always working. That's all I do. Where'd you meet a Canadian tire?
Foam insects.
Ah, Timmy's in the snow. You go first. Oh, this is on me. I've gotten a lot of Tim's cards from my subscribers as well. So get whatever you want. Treat yourself. Woo! Oh, it's like a degree warmer out here. Oh, it's not too bad. Whew. Thanks, Tim's. We appreciate you. Back into the Irish Fire Queen. Say bye to Mike. Always good catching up. Sucking back some Timmy's. I said what I said. Everybody just calm down. And he might need my assistance in the not too distant future. You better make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications turned on so you don't miss that potential Van Life Plus episode. Where the hell are my glasses? Are they around my neck? No. This is story of my life. Hello? There they are. Okay, now we can finish our running around, get some fuel, and we better restock Lucky's freezer as well. Hey, really quick, everybody. I wanted to let you all know that Ian Bailey, otherwise known as One Aussie's Adventure, has written a book that is now published and available for purchase. The book is called Dark Matter, The Order of the Hidden Cross, and it is already receiving pretty favorable reviews, such as... The novel is a masterclass in atmospheric storytelling. The chilling backdrop and vivid descriptions pull readers into a world teetering on the edge of peril. Ian Bailey's descriptive prose and seamless narration maintain an engaging pace throughout, ensuring there's never a dull moment. The intricately crafted world building adds depth, making this book an unforgettable read. Bailey's craftsmanship truly shines in this exceptional work. That comes from a website called Sassy Reviews. They gave it 5 out of 5. Ian reached out to me and asked if I would mention the book here on my channel, and since he has been such an incredible supporter of what I'm doing here on YouTube, and I love to see creativity like this, I was happy to do so. He even sweetened the pot like the amazingly generous human that he is, and offered me an associate kickback program. So for every copy sold through the link in the description below, not only will you be directly supporting the author of the book, but I will also see a little bit of monetary gain from that will help get me closer towards the goals that I've laid out for myself. So one last time, if it sounds like it's something that you're interested in, link in the description below, Dark Matter by Ian Bailey. Had to make a quick stop down here at Fish Creek Park. Well, main reason was because I needed to use the washroom, and I've become a lot more comfortable with the washrooms down here at the park than stopping in at a coffee shop or some gas station that only has like one washroom. I don't know. I just like it down here. It's kind of like a second home. For as long as I've been doing my van life here in and around Calgary, Fish Creek Park really has become like a second home to me. And even this time of year, I feel really comfortable down here. It's not a little bit cold, but I was also feeling quite sore sitting there having that coffee with Mike, so I thought maybe getting out and going for a walk would help loosen everything up. So far it has. That, or my fingers are just so cold that it's distracting me from the pain in my shoulder. I don't know. My masseuse is on vacation in Hawaii right now. I don't have an appointment for almost 2 weeks with her, so gotta do what I can to, oh God, stay limber. It's so cool with the steam coming off of the river down here, and if you look really closely too, you can see chunks of ice floating by. The river's moving too fast to completely freeze, but a lot of it is still. It kind of looks like a slushy happening. Big chunks of ice just floating on by, living her best life. Who knows? Maybe she's on that plane right now. Just kidding, she's been gone for a while. Oh! Yeah, I've always been a winter guy, but this is really cold. I'm not dressed appropriately for this. Better gloves and something on my face would definitely be benefiting me right now. This was an impromptu trip, and I didn't come prepared. So we should probably bid adieu to the river and get on with our day. I don't know how well the mic's going to pick this up, but the snow can give you an idea of just how cold it is. Yeah, that's some crunchy snow. Station's got a set of diesel pumps right in between gas pumps. Uh-oh. Sorry, pump's not working. Please pay inside. Those things were up there before. I wonder if I can do it on the other side. I want to see if I can reach the diesel pump and the gas pump at the same time. Probably not. Grace needs gas as well, so the gas will have to start first. We shall see. And I didn't bring any disposable gloves with me, so I've got my hitch gloves up on the dash warming up. Those will have to do to help keep the to help keep the stink off my hands. This won't work unless I want V-Power diesel, which I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure my cheap Chinese diesel heater in the good ship Lucky doesn't need V-Power diesel. These should be nice and warmed up now. They've been in Grace for the last week or so. Oh yeah, there we go. Better these stink than my bare hands, because there ain't no nice way to get the nozzles off of jerry cans without getting gas or diesel on your digits. So yeah, I thought maybe I'd be able to reach the diesel over here, and I probably could if I pulled a little further ahead, right? Because we've got our gasoline rotopacks back here. Get this guy off. Spin, spin. Pull this guy out. Nice. You sit up there. Open up Grace. Yeah, I probably could have reached it if I pulled ahead a little bit, but yeah, the V-Power diesel is on this side, regular diesel on that side. We don't need that. Rather, they play music through the speakers here. I'm gonna have to play some music of my own so I don't get a copyright strike. Bloody Shell gas station. Remove card rapidly. Whew. That was too rapid. It's mad at me now. So when it says remove card rapidly, really it means remove card gently. No air miles. I live in a van. I'm not flying anywhere. Have some money, why don't you? The card it wanted me to remove rapidly was my AMA card. Here at Shell you can save 3.5 cents per liter with that. Yay. Every little bit helps. Drink up, Grace. I want to just take the... She's drinking too fast. Come on. This is quality content, quality content. This pump is way too fast flow rate. Now I gotta hold it like a peasant. There we go. Diesel's very foamy. You gotta wait for it to calm down. Otherwise you won't get as much as you can fit in your bottle. That's not even 7 liters. Come on, you. It's still good to have the Rotopacks because now this doesn't have to go inside the Jeep. This guy back up here. Grace is full. And let's fill up Pac-Man's supply. Tippy topped up. Secure, secure, and tighten it back down. We're just basically going to M&M Meats and then back to Lucky. I'm not going to put the lock in right now. Let's go. Yikes. Oh, it's so cold. These gloves are great at being hitch gloves. They suck at being warm gloves. Well, Grace, I need some heat. Why did I decide to film today? Should have just stayed in Lucky. Stayed warm. Okay. Turns out there's also an M&M Meats down here. I did not know that. That is super convenient. So that's where we're going to stop. Right now. Don't hit the ram. He would not be happy with me. I wouldn't be happy with myself either. Poor Irish pirate queen. And these roads are like extra treacherous today. I wanted to mention that I got all the confidence in the world with Grace for sure. She's in 4x4 right now. There has been some sanding done to the roads, but they're still crap. Mike was even saying that the highway into town really bad as well. And that's another reason I'm not out and about in Lucky today. I got studded tires for her last winter. Like I bought studded tires for her because I knew I was taking her out to BC when I was house sitting for my parents before I did the renos on her. So that was like as a safety precaution for being on the highway. Well, of course the highway wasn't exactly that bad. Hello, fellow Jeeper. How are you, sir? And then she sat there for however many months it was when I was rebuilding her. And then I drove her back and I had her summers put back on her, and then I got her winters put on this past start of winter. And the studs are already shot to shit. So in my experience as a full-time van lifer in a wintry climate, when you drive your van as much as I do, which, let's get serious, isn't as much as other people because I've got the Jeep, studs are still not worth it. Just get a nice set of winter tires and don't worry about the added cost of studs because wow, am I kicking myself in my ass for that. Waste of money. Now let's go buy a bunch of frozen dinners, shall we? Right over here, would you look at it? Ha-ha! This one looks a little bit bigger than the one I go to by the Oopus store. I mean, I don't know, looks could be deceiving. Are we gonna find out? Buffalo chicken dip. This restocking of M&M Meats is thanks to Annie. Thank you very much, my dear, for the gift card to M&M Meats. Actually, do I have a grocery bag? I sure do. How you doing today? Oh, you know, just doing my best to stay warm. Okay, before anything else, let's get Pac-Man out of the back of the Jeep. Hello, sir. I'm not exactly in a rush to get the M&M Meat stuff into the freezer because, well, let's get serious. And I need an extension cord. Oh, good. Where's that? You know, since I've got that orange cable attached to that oil pan, speaking of which, how low did we get? 60%? Not too bad. We'll just steal this extension cord for now. Give me the blue one. Seriously, cables everywhere. Where's my cat? Penny! Hello, darling. I'll be right back. Give some power to Lucky Deer. Let's put this open. This over here. I don't know. How hard will it be for a coal generator to start? Hi. Yeah. Not hard at all. Ooh. Oh, that killed him. Maybe I should let him warm up first. Huh. All right. We'll let Pac-Man warm up and we will fill up Lucky's diesel. This sounds like a good plan. Everybody needs a minute, just has to warm up. This off. There. Like this. There we go. Come to me, Rotopack. Okay, and I mentioned in a previous video how the proper spout here for the Rotopacks was working great to prevent the thing itself from leaking when it's mounted, and it is, so it's working great in that aspect. But when it comes to filling up Lucky's actual diesel tank here, this thing is far more of a pain in the ass than anything else. So it's easier with this setup, since I've got such easy access to my diesel fill, to just take it and just like this, way faster. That's invaluable, especially when it's as cold as it is right now. Now this should be able, if my guess was correct when I said 50% full, or 50% empty, depending on how you look at it, this should bring it pretty much right up to the tippy top, and it should take everything in the Rotopacks, because it is a 15-liter tank, and this was just over 7 liters in this guy, so. Plus the heater's been running the entire time we were gone, so there's that as well. The only thing that's problematic with filling it this way is when you get to the end, you do kind of have to tip this thing quite high, and if you go too fast, you're going to leak some diesel over the rim. Nobody likes a diesel-y rim, let me tell you that. You think it's bad on your fingers, wait till you get it on your rim. You kind of see right down in there, we right up to the tippy top with diesel. So now, we're not going to die for another few days. That's a great success in anybody's book. Pour spout back in. Now we can get this bad boy remounted to Grace. And actually, if I'm really on top of my game, when I'm out later today with Brooklyn, I'll probably refill this with diesel so I can avoid this thing, this whole runaround in the next day or two, right? Won't have to worry about it. Where did I put Grace's keys? In the pocket that's easily accessible? No, of course not. Never. Wait a sec. Oh, are they still hanging out of the door? They sure bloody are. Right on the fuel door. Some people's kids. Yeesh. Gotta have this perfect. Linda, listen. What's going on here? There we go. Hoi! That one's a little temperamental. Okay, let's see if we can plug Pac-Man in now without him throwing a fit. All right, let's see what happens. Plug her in. Oh, good. Being warmed up definitely helped. Eco mode off. If we're gonna be annoying, be fully annoying. Come back in the tiny home on wheels. Yeesh. Say goodbye to the world because it's too cold out there. It's very dark in here now. Lights on. Woo! Okay, do we have power? Of course we do. Pull this out. Ha! Hello and thank you, Pac-Man. Now, that also means that the house battery underneath the big fat pussy is also charging right now. You can double check that by looking on this screen here. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh shoot, did I turn that thing off? Now we gotta check under the bed. Hang on. Hang on. I have to warm up my digits. And yes, now we are, well, not 100%, but you'll never be 100%, otherwise you'll be leaking diesel out of the fill hole. That's ill-advised. Bad things happen to good people, Penny. Yes. Oh, look, we better wash your dish before some Karen gets really upset about it. Excuse me, honey. Excuse me. Everybody just calm down. Okay, gloves off. Put those up there. Is my other phone charged? Full 100%. Now we can switch back over to that, since it's my exclusive filming phone. Oh, all right, it's nice and warm and lucky. This is the place to be, let me tell you. It is such a nice feeling, you guys, to be in a place like I am in Canada, in Alberta, during this time of year when it is this cold outside, but then get into the cargo van that I built and have it feel this comfy and this cozy and this nice and warm in here. It's such a feeling of accomplishment and just simple comfort, because you know that you're not going to die. And that is invaluable as well. Take a peek. What's going on here? Oh, look at that. Battery compartment up to 20. It's 23 in Lucky, and it's disgusting outside. We're doing great. Oh yeah, I got to check underneath you, which means we've got to move all this stuff that way. Excuse me, darling. Can you go first? I don't want to shove you any more than I have to. Don't lay down. Well, I don't. Here, okay, we'll just roll you. Roll, roll, roll. Thank you. Backpack, gym bag full of Revita Energy Tea. If you don't know, make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications turned on so you never miss a Van Life Plus episode. Okay, and let's take a quick peek, shall we? Hi. Yeah. Come on, underneath. Oh no, it is on. It's obviously just kicking into gear. You can see down there. Doing its thing. Bright lights. Big city. Close it. And now let's plug in one of the two power stations. I don't know. Take a pick. I've talked in the past before how I don't like to leave vehicles to get cold, but it's too cold right now. That's also a horrible camera angle. It's kind of like, hi, how's it going? You're pooping a group. It's too cold right now, which makes it too expensive to be keeping big fella nice and warm as well. So the Jackery is living inside Lucky because the lithium battery inside these power stations, right? And in case you haven't been paying attention, lithium batteries don't like cold. Let's put our M&M meat stuff down here. We'll get that put away shortly. So yeah, the bus is a little, well, toomish, for lack of a better word. We'll move Lucky in a little bit. Maybe we will, because Lucky and the bus are getting those little tiny mounds of snow right around their wheels, which just indicate that they haven't been moved in a while. I'm not okay with that. So I see myself doing a little bit of a shuffle later in the old Hotel Walmart parking lot. For now, though, we got to charge some stuff. For that, I will need cables. Hello? Okay, and since I have had so much trouble with the Jackery in the past and its charging method and whatever, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. I'm not going to try to explain it, but we're going to daisy chain all this stuff together. So first things first, we're going to plug in the EcoFlow to Pac-Man. There we go. Plug that bad boy in. The EcoFlow, the amount that it charges by, I can control via the app on my phone from 100 watts all the way up to 1800 watts. I believe I have it set at about 700 right now. I'm going to check really quickly. Ooh, it's actually charging at 1400 watts. I may want to drop that down because I think that's too high. But what I'm going to do that shouldn't affect Pac-Man is we're going to take the Jackery's charging cable. It needs to get attached to the back of the Jackery, which is way over yonder. Hang on. All right, that is now plugged in. We're going to bring this up here. We're going to plug it into the EcoFlow. Boop. And then the Jackery should start charging from the EcoFlow at its reduced rate, its slow charge speed of like, I don't know. I think this sucker gets up to just around 600 watts. So EcoFlow doing double duty. Pac-Man putting everybody. Oh, nope, just tripped Pac-Man in his backpack. I need this phone to change the input of the EcoFlow. Knew that was going to happen. Here we go. All right, so we go. I can hear Pac-Man just struggling out there to do anything. Ooh, 60 frames a second makes it very difficult for stuff to stay in focus here. Okay, so let's go into the settings up here. And we're going to go to this 1400. We're going to drag this all the way down to 700. Now, Pac-Man should level himself out. You probably can't hear him struggling outside. But he is. This isn't working. I plugged the jack. Why would the demand be higher? Okay, unplug the Jackery. Oh no, I remember this now. You can't do this because the EcoFlow starts to demand everything that it needs in order to power what it's powering plus charging it. So it's not like I can charge the EcoFlow at 700 and have it going out at 6 and you'd think that the EcoFlow is only charging at 100. No, it starts to ask for 1300 watts. So in order for this to work, yeah, I'm gonna have to drop the EcoFlow's charge down even more. So let's go down to, oh, I don't know, 400 watts. We'll let it change itself. And we might as well also double check the Jackery's demand here. Make sure that it's on quiet charging mode. Okay, now let's plug the Jackery back in and see what happens. Start charging. Here we go. Oh, even that kicked Pac-Man off. Pac-Man's a bitch. I guess I could turn off Lucky's house batteries for the time being. Like the house battery charger. Because, I mean, what's the hell's the point? Let's go down to 200 watts. Will that work? Oh. That'll work. I wonder if that actually sends... Okay. Wow. So I have the charging speed set to 200 watts. You can't see that because it's so blown out. Anyway, it's set at 200 watts. Remaining charge time, 9 hours and 1 minute because it's charging the Jackery. So once that gets topped up, then I can change this charge. Okay, we got to put that stuff in the freezer before it starts to thaw out. Way warmer in here than in Grace. All right, so I got myself some chips. These chips that they have there, these are the thick cut ones, right? Oh, these ones aren't. Oh, they are. Yep. Thick cut. They are great, and they are perfect for their buffalo chicken dip. And because I like this so much, I obviously had to get two. This is my favorite thing from there for sure. It was a very tasty treat. If you were on the live stream, then you know I was making a very big deal out of it. And the lady down at that M&M meat shop had a good old time with me. Told me that this was discontinued after I was talking to her about the poutine and then some other jambalaya bowl. Because the poutine I never got to try and it's been discontinued. She recommended the jambalaya bowl because apparently it was getting discontinued very soon. Not something that I was interested in, so I did not purchase that for myself. But then I asked her, I'm like, do you have any of the buffalo dip? And she's like, oh no, it got discontinued as well. Straight face and everything. And then she said, I'm just kidding, and had a good laugh. And I was like, you got me, lady, you got me. Anyway, these are delicious. They're going in here right away. And I found a few favorites when it comes to their microwavable meal. The chicken burrito bowl, for sure. That is a big wiener in my book, absolutely. That had to get restocked. That'll actually be my third one that I've had. Also, that sweet and sour chicken was extremely tasty. This can stay. Obviously, it can stay. I've purchased it. I can stop saying that. I got a new one here. I've got the chicken carbonara. So we'll put that on the docket to give a shot in the future, in the near future. I also picked up this. I haven't had this one yet. Chicken parmesan. Heck yeah. Put that up there. And then, much like those beef quesadillas, those were okay. I still have two of them left. Amber and I had a couple when we were working on Regina the other day. I say the other day. It was quite a while ago now, actually. But they also have chicken quesadillas. So these might be a little bit tastier with the red and the green peppers and everything in there, along with the cheeses. So I had to give that a shot. So now we are officially restocked. And when you think about it, this was, hi Penny, this was completely necessary because now the freezer will run far more efficiently. All right then. Just under an hour left before I gotta go pick up my little girl. Pac-Man's still chugging away. I decided to forego the Jackery right now. It got up to 87%. That's pretty good. I'm gonna use this last little bit of time here to give the EcoFlow its final boost. And whilst Pac-Man is working overtime, I'm actually gonna run into Walmart because I just realized I don't have any like snacks for Brooklyn. We've gotten into this habit, well, not even a habit, but it's just like she's a small human being that's growing. And every day I pick her up, she always is looking for some sort of snack and whatnot. And so it's always nice to have something on hand, especially since we'll be probably staying indoors for most of the evening tonight. And the best snack so far that I have found is a mixed berry fruit salad thing that she can pick at. So like blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. So I'm gonna go grab a few of those and we'll get a little container ready to take with us, along with a couple of those fruit boxes from Roxanne and JD. Thank you very much. She absolutely loves those. I appreciate that. Now Dad's just got to do his part to restock the berry coffers. And of course, that is no easy task. Well, it's easy enough to get the berries, but just the simple act of going into Walmart requires a lot of production here, so you don't freeze your sensitive bits off. Go. And gloves once more into the breach. Here we go. Oh boy. Actually, these ones didn't even make it into the fridge, so we will just put them Right there looks good. And this should be nice and cold by the time we leave. Whew. Oh God, don't forget your hood. Holy Dinah, what a difference it makes when your ears are exposed. Thanks. Got him, Penny. No need to panic. Okay, do a little quick rinse on these guys, but I don't need to do all of them because I'm not going to be taking all of them. Just what we need, right? So grab a few. Whoop, grab a few raspberries. Those in there. Nice. Some blackberries. Just a few of those. Sprinkle in some blueberries. Come on, you. Get in there. Give them a little spritz with vinegar. Oh, sounds like Pac-Man's running out of juice. Yep, Pac-Man just died. Thank you for your service. Add some water. Let these guys soak for a few minutes. I guess we can go. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to bother filling Pac-Man up right now. I just let her rest. Sounds like it's still running. We better go take a peek, see what's happening. It's definitely not running. The little light on the power bar is out. Whew. Huh. Yeah, he's definitely off. All right, well. Screw it. We may as well fill you up, I guess. Then we can get gas as well as diesel when we're out. This application, as an example, it's good to have the nozzle because Pac-Man's little hole is a lot smaller. So now I also realized that this fill, or this nozzle or whatever, has a little ridge on it here. You can actually press on, like Pac-Man's ridge or your automobile's ridge, like right here after you compress it. So if we stick this in there, right, and we can use that to apply pressure. And now we're filling it up with gas. This thing, yeah, I know, I gave this thing a lot of crap in the past. It actually works really well. Drink up, Pac-Man. Drink up. You bitch. It actually works really well. Click off, no spillage. Tighten her back down. Start her back up. Wait, I gotta put you over here, don't I? Oh no, maybe not. Guess you're too cold. Yeah. Oh, Pac-Man is so cold. There you go. Put your poop in a group, Pac-Man. That is definitely how I'm going to end up with frostbite on my fingers. Oh, I'll use the diesel heater. Warm me up. This is quite the vicious circle of events. Okay, now we're doing enough damage in the Walmart parking lot today. I'm not going to be the guy that's chucking berry water out the door. We'll just get our lid here, put it on a bit, right? And then we will strain our berries into our bottle, like so. There you go. Excellent. And now, just do an extra rinse to make sure all the vinegar is gone and our berries are ready to go for the Pirate Princess. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go finish up here, let Pac-Man finish doing his thing, get Lucky tip-topped up, go have my evening with her, and probably a shower tonight, honestly. So I got my bag ready to do after I drop her back off with her mom, because just with the way the scheduling is this week, I'm not going to be over at my cousin's, and it's probably just time to, you know, scrub the pits. Actually, even before I leave, I'm going to do this whole rigmarole one more time, because I've got more time to kill than just a few minutes. So the hoodie and the jacket are off once again, and since it's so bloody cold, tonight's activities will all be inside, and as comfortable as these pants are for keeping my dumb ass warm when I'm in and out and in and out and in and out of a van or outside walking around Fish Creek Park in it like a dumbass, they tend to be a little uncomfortable and too warm when I'm running around an indoor playground with the Pirate Princess. So off with the trousers, mind your manners, and on with the jeans, which are also trousers, but they're just a little more lightweight. Perfect. Absolutely not to the shower tonight. I am now too tired and too sore, and the idea of going to a truck stop, having a shower, and then coming back out into this cold, damp, not appealing at all. So I'm gonna skip that tonight. I'm also tired enough that I wanted to just crawl into Lucky and say, to heck with the day, and then deal with the rest of my stuff tomorrow. This is one of those things, living the van life in a big city, that you just sort of have to deal with when it happens. And now it has forced my hand to do what I said I was going to do earlier. Grace is over there, and Lucky is still over here, and for some unknown reason that I'll never have an answer to, the driver of this fine motor vehicle thought he would just squish in between myself and this car. Just highly annoying, and something that myself and somebody else truly do not like. Like, there's all this room for activity. You could be anywhere else, but no, we must nestle up against the cargo van. It's all right, like I said, forced my hands. So now we're gonna do a late night run around and get Lucky and big fella over there with Grace. I'm happy that I replugged in Lucky's oil pan heater, so she should be more or less good to go. Let's see. Hello, Lucky. Sorry about it, darling. I know it's late. Not 100% sure how much that little thing does, but it's got to be better than nothing. Now we got to get this. I can unplug that. Move the jackery over so I have a place to sit. And while Lucky warms up, we can get the bus fired up too. Hello, big fella. Why am I even rolling these up? They're going right back on. Alright. Let's see how much complaining you do. You are a Ford, so I imagine it's going to be a little bit more dramatic. Yeah, just a little bit. Oh. Starlink dish over here. Close the door. Windshield blocker off. Come here. Oh God. Getting stuff done. Okay. It's cold. Sorry about it, Lucky. Oh yeah, the shifter's real frozen. You can tell. Okay, we aren't going far. Hold on to your butts. Tally freaking ho. Away we go. Holy smokes. It's not the most ideal thing, and yes, I could absolutely just suck it up, come into my van and sleep. But seriously? Come on, man. It's alright, I wanted to move the whole fleet anyway. Thank you, universe. I appreciate you. Hi again, Grace. These are some good looking roto packs, my dear. Doing it right. Straighten out the good ship, Lucky. There. Is that level enough? Gonna have to be. Alright, well, might as well just let Lucky run for a little bit as well. Turn on some heat. Melt some snow. Put your frozen nail decorating kit from Lorna away. Don't lose that. Thank you, my dear. Alright. I shall return. Oi. So I haven't even gotten to the bus yet. I just realized. See all that? See all that snow on the window? Yeah. That shit is on the inside. Whoa. Whoa. Ah, winter in Canada. Indeed. Roll it down a little bit. Let it air out. What did I say earlier? I like winter. I liked winter. Now it's fine. It's just cold. Okay. Now into the giant ice box. Oh, it's so cold. There we go. Yikes. Zoink scoop. It's not going to be warm in here. Alright, done and done. Way too cold to film anything more out there. My hands are literally frozen. Where is the light? Where's the light? There's the light. Hi, Penny. Yeah, we'll get you some meat puck here in a second, my little girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. Take these off. Woo! Ah, holy shit. It's cold. I'm glad that's over and done with. All right, let's get our vent turned around this way. Perfect. I gotta get the window blockers back up after Lucky thaws out a little bit. I'm not even gonna bother taking off my clothes. Or my clothes. Well, yes, my clothes, but my jacket and stuff, because I still gotta go into Hotel Walmart. Want to use the Biffy, get something to drink for this evening, and then yeah, I'm just gonna be horizontal, and I'm gonna turn on some fairy lights. As a matter of fact, grab these, and oh, that thing's over here. Boom! There we go. Now it looks so lovely in here, eh, Penny? Can't see too much, but here we go. All right, lights back on. Let's get you some meat puck. Oh yeah, the meat puck hit the floor. Meat puck down. Meat puck down. You want this? Come on, get it. Hey Penny, I make you a deal. It only works for you. It's only for your benefit. You want a treat before meat puck? Because we got a few of those, and I don't particularly want to go back outside just yet. We even have those fancy dancy little serving spoons that we can lean into. Do you think I remember where I put the green one? No. But we got the yellow one. How did I already? Hang on. What? No way. Come here. Where did you? Really? Oh no, it's right there. Meat puck is served in a nice clean bowl so everybody can calm down. By everybody, I mean the 1-2 people that have lost their minds. And Miss Penny, let's get this inserted into this. Still trying to figure out exactly how to make this thing work properly. There you go. You gotta like finesse it just until the back here comes out. Because otherwise it just there we go. Now we got it. Now we're cooking, kind of. It's making it bulge to the side as it does. There you go. Yeah, get some. There's a good girl. What's a little pre-dinner treat, eh? There we go, huh? Get some, get some. Keep my hands nice and clean. Keep you full of to-be treats. Well, everybody, I'm going to leave this one here and do my usual evening routine. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, get some sleep. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. But remember, you and me, we cannot make everybody happy because we're not tacos. Making this putty tat happy though. Yum.